Hello my dear students. Okay, at last class we discussed about the main diseases, right? And the diseases, how it can be preventable, precautions of diseases, right? But today class we are dealing about that disease will acquired by our body, but our body get response, get stimulated by the disease to cure, right? And that ability to cure diseases by one system, that system we called as immune system. What that? Immune system. Then what is immune system? Immune system is the ability of cure diseases. That system we called as immune system. Okay, the immune system which is fight against pneumonia, malaria and tetanus and polio. These are we are acquired some vaccination by using drugs, and this is also we consider as a one type of a immune system barriers. Okay, in that based on the activity of immune system, there are mainly two types. Okay, in that mainly two types. What are those? Innate immune system, and second one acquired immune system. What is innate immune system? The innate immune system is inborn immune system. What is this inborn immune system? When the child birth, which is comes from the birth only, by using how it will be transported by the mother cells. Okay, innate immune system is nothing but which is comes from birth. Okay, it is already exist in our body. It is not acquired by another source. It is already exist in our body. Okay, that type of system we call as innate, which is present inside already. How it will be acquired? Sometimes it is acquired by mothers. Okay, mother immune system, that is colostrum. We have studied that colostrum which is having a high antibody property of IgA, IgE, IgG, right? And like that, in that innate immune system, they consist of some barriers. They are physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers and cytokinin. Last one, interferons. Okay, and what are those? First one, physical barriers. Second one, physiological barriers, and last second, cellular barriers, and last cytokinin barriers. Okay, we will study it one by one, and in that the physical barriers are nothing but skin mucous membranes. Okay, mainly it is also called as surface barrier. It is called as surface barrier. Physiological barriers are tear, sweat, sebum. These all are comes in a physiological, and HCl acid. And next, cellular means the activity of phagocytes. Phagocytes means eating of cells, which are helps to destroy the foreign cells. Okay. And last one, cytokinin is interferons. Interferons are nothing but which are identify the diseases when it will be enter into the body, like viral disease, bacterial diseases. Okay, we will study one by one. Okay, in that the first one is which one? the physical barrier. The first one is the physical barrier. In that physical barrier, the examples are skin and mucous membrane. Okay, and the skin, what is first physical barriers means the barrier means the carrier which is held for in a response of human. They are present in a upper surface. Okay, they are surfacely they are present. Okay, they are respond. Okay, first one, the physical barriers in that skin. The skin is present in upside when they consist also some pores and they are consist some acidic property. When the germs are enter into the body, it will be fight against that germs or bacterial, fungal, some infections. Okay, and next the mucous membrane means what? Which is present in a nose. Okay, this one we called as mucous membrane, and due to that mucous membrane, when it is present in a nasal tract, it will help for when it is entering into the germs, okay, and some bacterial and fungal infection. The mucus which is present in the nose, which get conjugated means clotted. When it will be entered, the mucus will be secreted. We are sensing when the dust particle enter into the our body, we are suddenly sneeze, right? Why we are sneeze? It will be react. It is one of the immune system which is acquired in our body or which is innately immunized in our body. Okay, and that will react by sneezing or releasing some mucus formation. Due to that, it will be stopped in the nasal mucus only. Okay, that is the mucous membrane. Okay, second one is the physiological barrier. Physiological. In that physiological barrier, the examples. Firstly, we know about what is physiological barrier in the sense the mainly which is mainly physiological means, for example, salivary glands and tears, okay, and sweat, the gastric juice present in the stomach. These all are the examples. What are those? Tear, next sweat, saliva, next gastric juice. Okay, and one is that is sebum. Last one is the sebum, which is secreted by sebaceous glands. First one is tear, which is secreted by lacrimal gland, which is secreted by the lacrimal glands, and these lacrimal glands which is consist some acidic property, and due to that when some organism or some microorganism which is enter into or dust particle which is enter into our eyes, these lacrimal gland which is secrete the tear, okay, watery content, and due to that watery content it will be flow outside. If the microorganism present in that tear or eyes, it will be washed out. Okay, and next one is sweat gland, and these sweat which is secreted by the sweat glands, right? And these sweat glands which is also helps for emitting the sweats and skin flushes some microbes from the skin, and gastric secretes by, okay, the gastric glands also containing some HCl. Okay, this one is sweat glands which is produced by sweat gland, and also when the dust particles which is present, the sweat will be released and after it will be flushed out. Okay, next the saliva which is secreted by salivary glands and which is present in the mouth, right? And this is salivary glands also antibacterial property. Antibacterial property in the sense which the microorganisms which are enter into the body, it will be die in a mouth only because of the action of saliva. Okay, and last gastric juice, which is secrete the HCl in the stomach. Okay, and this HCl which is acidic property and which is helps to reduce or which helps to kill the microorganism if it will be safer from the salivary gland. Okay, and next not the least the sebum. The sebum which is secreted by the sebaceous glands of the skin, which is helps for protective layer of a skin surface, which is secreted by sebaceous gland. These are the most important. Please write this one for your objective questions. Okay. Understood? This one is physiological barrier, and third one is the cellular barrier. Which one? The cellular barrier. The cellular barrier means the barrier is nothing but a cell. Okay. And in that, the examples we are studying, that is phagocytosis and pharogen and polymorphonuclear leukocytes. That is, we are commonly called PML. First one is phagocytosis. This is phagocytosis is nothing but cell eating we are called. What is that cell eating? The cells which are called as lysosome cells or some properties of a cell which is act as a cell eating property. What is the cell eating and what is the connection between this immune system? First, if we are getting an example, it is our cell. Okay, some foreign body which is or foreign infected cell which is affect to our body. When these phagocyte cells which are acting on this and it will be enter into the cell and these cell get inside. After that it will be degenerated or it will be destroyed by these cells, and this process we called as phagocytosis. Understood? Okay, and second one is in that here we also consider as non-specific resistance in your body. And next, the first second line of defense, neutrophils and monocytes, the main cells which is prominent in the phagocytic cells. What are those cells? There are first one neutrophils and monocytes. These both cells which are act as a phagocyte cells, and these phagocyte cells are migrate to the infected area and after it will be destroyed that bacterium or viral or fungal. Understood? Okay, these cells most important for phagocytosis. And second process is pyrogen. It is released by the WBC. And these temperature to prevent the growth of microorganism. That is nothing but second one is pyrogen which is secreted by WBC. And these WBC which is helps to maintain the body temperature. When it rise or it will inhibit the body temperature, the activity of microorganism get reduced. Okay, which maintain the body temperature of microorganism. Okay, due to that it can be killed. Okay, and last one, that is polymorphonuclear leukocytes. That are macrophages, natural killer cells in the blood tissue and kill the pathogen as phagocytosis. They are also action of phagocytosis. They are polymorpho. They are polymorphonuclear nuclear lymphocytes. Sorry, leukocytes. They are leukocytes. Okay, that is PMLNL. Okay, and here they are neutrophils, which is the process of the phagocytosis. How it will be works like that, it also works. Okay, and next the cytokinin barriers, and last one is also there. It is inflammatory barrier. In that inflammatory barriers, where the inflammation of the body is local response of the skin, that is we called as inflammation of barrier. In cytokinin barrier, that is interferons. The last one is the cytokinin barrier. In that cytokinin barrier, the example is interferons, and these interferons which is mainly act on the infectious cells. When the infectious cells enter into our body, it will activate, after it will be recognized, and after it will be action on that microorganism or that disease, viral or bacterial. Okay, understood? And last one is inflammatory barrier. In that inflammatory barrier, which is helps to function as inflammation to destroy or inactive the process of the disease causing organisms. Okay, and next type we called as one said the most important, that is the inflammatory barrier. In that inflammatory barrier, it is a 5 barrier inflammatory barrier. In that inflammatory barrier, some inflammation, the waves of inflammation induced and regulated by the large number of chemical medication, that is histamine, postglandin. These are we called as alarming chemicals, and when they are injured the tissue, they are releases the histamine and prostaglandin by mast cells. See here, the histamine and postglandin. These both are chemicals. When if the infectious foreign body which is enter into our body, these chemicals will get alert to the immune system, and which is induced by the mast cells. The mast cells is the cells which are secrete the antibodies. Okay, and these two chemicals we called as alarmic chemicals. We called as alarmic chemicals. Why? It will alert. It alerts to mast cell when the infectious or causing organism which is enter into the body, it will imitate the mast cells to produce antibody and antigens. Understood? And next, and this one, due to the there are leakage of a vascular fluid containing serum protein with antibodies activity, and further it will be influx the phagocytosis affected by the area, destroy the pathogen. And these chemicals, the inflammatory barriers are the chemicals in the histamine and postglandin. These are also helps for the, if the vascular tissues also ruptured, in that also it will be helps for recovering and also destroy, or also by the action of phagocytosis it will kill the infectious microorganisms. Understood? Okay, this is the main concept about innate immune system. These all immune system already we have, or it is already exists in our body by birth. Okay, and second one type is acquired immune system, that is specific immune system. That specific immune system It will be taken from a outside, that is first one, the acquired immune system. That acquired immune system which will taken from a outside, it is called as specific immune system. Okay, specific immune system. In that, here the immune system is acquired by the outside the body. Here, see here acquired immune system can resist to specific antigen or pathogen. It is particular to resistance specific. If I have a polio or I have some diseases like malaria and this type of diseases, when particularly I have a malaria, I will taken a malaria curable immune system, right? And we are taken that at particular pathogen, that is Plasmodium vivax killing drugs or killing tablets or killing vaccinations. This type of a system we called as acquired immune system for preventing the polio, tetanus or malaria. This type of, it is particular for a pathogen. Understood? It is particular for pathogen and particular immune system. If I have malaria, it will cured by that malarial drug or the malarial killing activity of chemicals. Due to that, we are obtained from the outside. Okay, that is we called as acquired immune system. Understood? And next, and the cells which are take part in immune mechanism are lymphocytes and macrophages. Lymphocytes are nothing but T cells, B cells, thymus cells, antibody cells, antigens. These all we call as lymphocyte cells and macrophages. Okay, and the immune system is developed by birth, encountered by the pathogen. It is supplements the immune providing innate immunity. In that innate immunity, there are two types: primary immunization and secondary immune response. First, primary immune response in the sense, if first time if the body affected by one pathogen, this one is pathogen, if it is affected by this pathogen, the antibody which will recognize this pathogen and it get memorized or it get memory of this pathogen, particularly if it is a polio pathogen. Okay, and after that it get memorized this polio virus. After it will second time, or this one is we called as primary response and secondary response. In second time, when it is affected our body, the antibodies are produced in a more number compared to first response. Why? The body know about this pathogen. Okay, and this pathogen, how it can be killed, we know the mechanism. By the cell get memory, the cell or the immune system get memorized that pathogen, and by the action it will be fight against that pathogen. If the two teams are there, okay, if first team or first match, they don't know each other, right? And if they are play, it will be quite different, or they have to know about each other, what is the weakness and what is the strength, right? And if the same team which is play against the second time, they know about each other, who is weaker and who is stronger. Okay, they can easily attack the next team by second time because they know about the team. Like that, the pathogen, first time the bodies don't know about this pathogen. If they affect and they are know about that pathogen, and second time it will be action on that pathogen quickly compared to first response, right? And that one we called as, this is help for this memory cell. Understood? the immune system get memorized. And next, the main immunity has followed unique feature, that is specificity, diversity and discrimination between self and non-self and memory. The acquired immune system unique features. What are the unique features there? They have a specificity and next diversity, and also they have a distinguish or discrimination or difference between self cell and non-self cell. Okay, and last one is they get memory. Okay, the memory cell. First one, the specificity means the particular immune system is particular for particular pathogen. And next, diversity means it is diversely widely acceptable. And next, difference between which have a self cell, which have a non-self cell means it is a pathogen only. Okay. And next, memory means when the pathogen get affected, it can be memorized. It can be it can be memory. It have a memory. And after it will be second time it will be affected. It will be affected by our immune system, or it will be killed quickly compared to first response. This is about the two types, that is innate immune system and acquired immune system. Okay, today class we will be dealing about the first. We dealt about the first immune system and after their types, what is the innate immune system and their barriers, that is physical, physiological, and then cellular and cytokinin, and last one inflammatory barrier, right? And second one is acquired immune system. It is specific for specific pathogen. Okay, in that they have a first unique character, that is specificity. They have a specific for specific pathogen, and they get the diverse, and it is have a difference or discrimination of self and non-self cell, and they get memory to about that pathogen. Okay, today class it's enough, and next class we will be dealing about what is antigen, what is antibody, how it will be react on that pathogen. Okay, if you have any doubts, please comment, and